Hello everyone, welcome. I am Nate with Good Mayhem Racing, and I wanted to introduce you to my 3D printing manufacturing space here at home in 2025. If you've not been here before, welcome. Welcome to the channel. I want to walk you through the assembly, deburr, post-processing section of my 3D printing workflow so you can get a better understanding of what it takes to make something that goes on a 3D printer like that and ends up being suitable for someone's car. I'm going to be putting together some underlight kits tonight. These are my Dust Underlight series, or more commonly known as filler plate turn signals. These ones are actually for a dealer. If you check out feelgoodperformance.com, you can see some of GMR's products there on that website for sale. This is part of that. It's my goal to replace a filler plate or body plate on a vehicle to make it clean looking, OEM-like, and give someone the functionality of a turn signal or a marker light when they lose it in a bumper swap or in a crash or something like that. To give you some context though, all of the products that I'm manufacturing are made out of hardcore materials. For example, polycarbonate, ASA, even ASA carbon fiber like you see here. Everything that I manufacture is usually going on the outside of a vehicle or is being exposed to an incredible amount of UV. And I need to use materials that are suitable for that environment in addition to the all-weather nature of a car. I use a Bambu Lab 3D printer, but I'm not working with common files that are available online. I'm an engineer. I design everything myself, so these products are my own. What's very interesting about the Underlight series though is it's not just my engineering and my design. There's a level of integration that has to take place, and that is using some LEDs, some electronics, and even some OEM style wiring. Let me show you what the inside of my assembly space looks like. Welcome to Good Mayhem Racing. Real quick though, I know it's silly to ask, but if you really like this kind of content around personal manufacturing and working with hardcore materials at home and transcending that hobby to professional level, please, I'd really appreciate the like and subscribe. I want to be able to give you that kind of content, and I'm going to be posting more regularly now that I have passed 500 subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being a part of that, and as a thank you, here's a picture of my cat. All right, my workstation for assembling 3D prints at home is a 2 foot by 2 foot by 4 foot long VivoSun grow tent. I have a 2 foot by 4 foot panel light on the top. It provides a very nice diffused lighting that makes it easy to work and is also a neutral color. It's like a 4000 Kelvin light. That way it's really easy on the eyes, but it's not too yellow. I have a dark floor, so then it's not super reflective. That was really an eye strain when I just had the straight VivoSun reflective backing on the floor. And for deburring, taking 3D prints apart, if I'm not over like a trash can collecting all of the support material, I am doing it in here. And I like doing it in here because it contains all of the dust and the broken pieces of plastic, and in my situation, carbon fiber or glass fibers that might be from a certain kind of material. I can vacuum it up in here versus it getting embedded in the carpet. The power to this grow tent is a surge protector. There is a hard switch that turns everything off of this workstation at the end of the day. Even the shipping label maker that's up overhead. Soldering iron, the heat gun, any extra tools, chargers, even the light overhead is plugged into it. I have switched up my manufacturing from laying everything on the floor of the grow tent to hanging up. That way I have more real estate to keep things clean and tidy. On the upper rails of this grow tent, there are almost like a crane ladder structure that you can move. These little hangers can move along side by side, and get stuff into your workspace or get it out of your workspace and make it nice and tidy and organized. So all of the hooks that the tools are dangling off of are new. They're nothing special. They're literally just welding wire bent over into a shape. Like if you have a whole bunch of TIG rod laying around, especially like defunct aluminum, snap that stuff up and use it for hangers. Next, on the left side, you can see a little tool chest. The Baby Harbor Freight US General tool chest is actually really helpful in a small manufacturing setting like this. You can keep all your screwdrivers, your crimpers, your wire cutters, and nick and knacks and screws, inserts, whatever. If you're doing small volume manufacturing, having that self-contained tool chest in the corner that keeps things organized is really nice. On the right side of the grow tent, I have just a little office organizer that I use to keep stickers in a good spot along with the LEDs that I'm working on. And overhead at the very end of this thing, I also have like the cards, the manufacturing orders, the sales orders to process and follow. And there you have it. This is my workstation to take 3D printed parts and electronics, combining them into car parts. How do you do it? I want to learn from you. If you're willing to comment down below, I respond to everything I can. Let's have a conversation about how you manufacture. I'd love to learn from you. And if you have any advice on how to make these videos better and this content better, please dive into it because I want to learn and provide you with more. I will see you guys out in the desert, if not in my garage. Catch you laters.